the Magic, Jazz, Nuggets, Suns, Wizards, and Nets all arriving yesterday in the Orlando bubble. 8 more teams, as Randy mentioned, arriving today. Some of these teams have had to shut down facilities because of positive tests for coronavirus. And Commissioner Adam Silver worries that if positive tests occur after the mandated quarantine, that those individuals could expose the rest of the NBA bubble. This is what he had to say in an interview with Fortune Brainstorm Health. He said, and I quote, "We won't be surprised when they first come down to Orlando if we have some additional players test positive. What would be most concerning is once a player enters this campus and then goes through our quarantine period, then if they were to test positive or if they were to have any positive tests, we would know. We would have an issue." NBA reporter Malika Andrews joins us from inside the aforementioned bubble there in Disney. So, Malika, if you can, just walk us through the process. We have all these teams arriving. How's the NBA handling those arrivals? What does that quarantine look like? What's the protocol in terms of when they fully enter the bubble?
Yeah, Hannah. So when teams actually get to campus, they have to be tested first for coronavirus in one of the testing rooms that is on site in each hotel. And then after that, they're being asked to go to their rooms where meals will be delivered to the player and staff's door. And that's for 48 hours while they clear 2 negative coronavirus tests. And like you mentioned, the Orlando Magic was actually the first team to arrive here yesterday. And we spoke with their CEO, Alex Martin, this morning, and he just said that even though teams were tested in the testing rooms first, now for their next test, those testers will be actually coming up to their rooms to perform those tests. So they're really not going to be wandering around at all until they have officially cleared their 48-hour quarantine.
But interesting, as we see you in what looks like a lobby of some sort, you have gloves and a mask. So I'm guessing that that's indicative of just how strict things are there in the bubble. And then we get this news, Malika, that Alvin Gentry, the coach of the Pelicans, or some question as to whether he would travel with his team. But apparently that was approved at the 11th hour. Can you fill us in there?
Yeah, it really was a Hail Mary last-minute clearance that Alvin Gentry just got. So I actually just got off the phone with him, and it was 9 minutes before the bus was scheduled to depart so that they could make an afternoon flight to Orlando. He officially got word from the league that he has been cleared from their health protocol to make the journey to Orlando. And remember that any coach who is 65 age or older, that is a demographic that may be at a slightly higher risk for coronavirus. And so the league has said that age alone won't make it so that any individual person can make the trip, but they just needed to do some extra tests. So Alvin got an EKG done. He got some extra testing done just to make sure it was 100% safe and he was aware of the risks associated before making that trip. But now he is on the way with his team.